20 years after the publication of The Golden Compass, the first book in Phillip Pullman's wildly successful His Dark Materials trilogy, he has returned to this world, centered on a version of Oxford in a universe very similar to our own. The Book of Dust La Belle Sauvage is set 10 years before the events of The Golden Compass and describes early events in the life of Lyra, the heroine of the series. Here, she is a baby, revered and feared in equal measure for her role in a vague but terrifying prophecy in which she may or may not bring about the end of the world. Some adults want to kill her, some want to use her as a bargaining chip, others protect and value her. Every character reveals their nature by how they treat this tiny creature. Share on Facebook, share on Twitter, tweet link author Phillip Pullman. Photo, Anthony Upton. These novels are written for young adults, and employ classic tropes of the fantasy genre. There is a prophecy, for instance. There are fairies, there are talking animals. Every human has an animal companion, a seeming externalization of a part of their being, known as a demon. But there is a philosophical depth to Pullman's writing that has attracted many adult readers too. Pullman projects a sense of a deep, literate intelligence at work, and addresses an audience entirely capable of rising to the intellectual challenge of his stories, with their allegorical nuance, their fixation with politics and power, and their complex treatment of theological problems in Lyra's universe, one of many universes parallel to ours in this world. No religious reformation took place. A monolithic, oppressive church dominates every sphere, repressing all scientific inquiry that threatens its version of things, and punishing dissent in an inquisition-like manner. Pullman's interest in the origins and perils of authoritarianism feels now even more urgent than it did in 1997, and La Belle Sauvage is, like His Dark Materials, a fable of political resistance as much as a coming-of-age story, or a kind of fairy tale, or a romance. Share on Facebook, share on Twitter link The Book of Dust, La Belle Sauvage by Phillip Pullman. Photo, supplied. Pullman does not over-explain for his readers. The title, for instance, is never translated. La Belle Sauvage, roughly, Wild Beauty, is the name of a much-loved canoe owned by 11-year-old Malcolm Polstead, son of the innkeeper at the Trout, and the book's hero. La Belle Sauvage was the name of a pub owned by his uncle, and he loved the sign that hung there. He says, "It was a beautiful lady, and she'd done something brave, only I didn't know what that was." Malcolm, along with sullen, 16-year-old Alice, who works alongside him at the pub, is pulled into a plot of political intrigue that tests his courage and his commitment to the protection of Lyra, whom he adores and serves like a true chivalric champion. Alice is older and wiser, on the other side of the divide between innocence and experience. Her prickliness turns out to be a learned defense against abuse. She does not have